दुःखेष्वमनुद्विग्वमनास् सुखेषु विगतस्पृहः वीतरागभयक्रोधस्थितधीर्मुनिरुच्यते. This verse teaches how a wise person stays balanced no matter what happens. Usually, when something goes wrong, we get upset or angry. That's dukheshvudvignamanaha, mind disturbed in sorrow. But Krishna says real strength is when you don't lose your cool even in tough times. Anger comes when we want things to go our way and they don't. But when we learn to accept life's ups and downs calmly, anger naturally fades. The verse reminds us that peace doesn't mean we never feel emotions. It means we don't get controlled by them. Steps to overcome anger according to this shloka are as follows. Emotional balance. Anger often comes from reacting too strongly to situations. Practicing balance helps you stay composed. Awareness practice. Before reacting, pause. Recognize the feeling of irritation rising and let it pass like a wave. Acceptance. Understand that both success and failure, praise and insult are temporary. Don't let them disturb your peace. Regular self-reflection. Cultivate awareness through meditation or journaling to recognize patterns that trigger anger. And the result would be calmness becomes your strength and anger naturally fades. ध्यायते विषयान् पुंसस् सङ्गस्तेषूपजायते संगात् संजायते कामः कामत् क्रोधोऽभिजायते. Krishna explains how anger begins in the mind. When we keep thinking about something we want, like a phone, a mark, or attention, we start getting attached. If we don't get it, that frustration turns into anger. So anger isn't random. It grows from overthinking and wanting too much. Solutions to overcome anger according to this verse are as follows. Watch your thoughts. Avoid dwelling excessively on what you crave or what irritates you. The seed of anger begins there. Limit attachments. The more we cling to outcomes, the more likely anger arises when things go wrong. Shift focus. Keep the mind engaged in meaningful activity, not in replaying hurts or unmet wants. Detachment practice. Learn to say, "This too shall pass." It dissolves the roots of anger, unfulfilled expectations. So, by stopping anger at its source, desire and attachment, you prevent its eruption. क्रोधात् भवति सम्मोहः सम्मोहात् स्मृतिविभ्रमः स्मृतिभ्रंशात् बुद्धिनाशो बुद्धिनाशात् प्रणश्यति. Krishna shows the consequences of anger. When we get angry, we stop thinking clearly. That's confusion. We forget what's right and wrong. That's loss of memory. Then our judgment fails and we say or do things we regret. So anger doesn't just hurt others, it destroys our peace and intelligence. Solutions offered by this verse to overcome anger are as follows. Pause before reacting. When anger arises, count to 10 or take a deep breath before speaking or acting. Remind yourself of consequences. Anger leads to regret, broken relationships, hurt words, or poor decisions. Restore perspective. Step away, calm down, then think rationally about the situation. Practice forgiveness. Letting go of resentment restores memory and wisdom. So when calmness replaces reaction, intelligence and clarity return. कामक्रोधवियुक्तात्मा यतीनां यतचेतसाम् अभितो ब्रह्मनिर्वाणो वर्तते विदितात्मनाम्. Krishna concludes that real happiness isn't outside, it's inside a peaceful mind. When we drop desires and anger, our energy turns into peace and clarity. A person who has mastered their emotions can find joy even in silence. For us, it means calmness is not weakness, it's power. Control your mind and no situation can control you. Solutions to overcome anger according to this verse are as follows. Self-control. Practice restraint. Avoid reacting impulsively to provoke situations. Mind training. Through meditation or yoga, calm the mind and reduce emotional reactivity. Understanding impermanence. Recognize that both cause and trigger of anger are temporary. Focus on peace. Remind yourself that inner calm is more valuable than being right or proving a point. So, freedom from anger opens the door to lasting peace and joy. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Abhayam Sattva Samshuddhir Jnana Vyavastitihi Danandamascha Yagyascha Swadhyayastapa Arjavam. Krishna begins with Abhayam, fearlessness, which naturally includes freedom from anger. A person who is fearless and pure does not react violently or in anger because they are steady in their mind. Solutions according to this verse to overcome anger are as follows. Cultivate fearlessness. Fear often hides behind anger. When we are afraid of losing control, respect, or something we value, we lash out. Building courage through faith and truth removes the root of anger. Purify your intention. Many arguments come from ego or pride. Ask, is my anger serving truth or just my ego? Practice self-control. Pause before reacting. Develop the discipline to stay silent for a few seconds when provoked. It prevents anger from exploding. Generosity and compassion. Acts of kindness soften the heart and dissolve resentment. Giving creates peace within. Honesty and simplicity. Avoid manipulative or harsh words. Speak truth kindly. Clarity prevents misunderstanding and anger. So when fear, impurity and ego disappear, anger loses its fuel. Ahimsa satyam akrodhas tyagas shantirapayshunam daya bhuteshvalo luptvam mardavam rirachapalam. Shri Krishna deepens the description of divine nature by listing qualities that directly neutralize anger: non-violence, truth, forgiveness, compassion, and calmness. This verse teaches the emotional skills that help a person respond peacefully, not react destructively. The solutions to overcome anger according to this verse are as follows. Practice ahimsa or non-violence. Train your thoughts and words to be gentle. Remember that harshness hurts both the other person and yourself. Speak truth calmly. Don't let truth become a weapon. When you express truth with kindness, it doesn't ignite anger. Forgive quickly. Let go of small irritations immediately. Forgiveness isn't weakness, it's emotional freedom. Stay peaceful. Daily meditation or deep breathing restores balance when emotions rise. Be compassionate. Try to understand the pain or ignorance behind others' anger. Compassion replaces judgment with empathy. Speak and act softly. A calm tone diffuses most anger instantly. Let go of restlessness. Avoid reacting impulsively. Patience creates clarity before response. The key insight is anger cannot exist where there is compassion, calmness, and forgiveness. तेजक्षमा धृतिशौचम् अद्रोहो नातिमानिता भवन्ति सम्पदं दैवीम् अभिजातस्य भारत. Krishna highlights the inner strength that sustains peace: forgiveness, kshama, patience, dhriti, and humility, natimanita. Solutions to overcome anger according to this shloka are as follows. Forgive often, kshama. Every act of forgiveness is a victory over anger. Remember, forgiveness heals you first. Be patient, dhriti. When things go wrong, remind yourself that time heals everything. Delay reaction. Patience cools the fire. Cleanse thoughts, shaucham. Replace negative self-talk or resentment with gratitude or empathy. Drop hatred, adroha. Harboring anger or revenge poisons your own peace. Let go through understanding. Be humble. Natimanita. Pride fuels anger. Humility dissolves it. When you stop needing to win every argument, anger loses power. Cultivate tejas, inner strength. True strength is calmness, being firm yet gentle under pressure. The key insight is the truly strong person shines through peace, not rage. त्रिविधन्नरकस्येदन् द्वारन्नाशनमात्मनः कामक्रोधस्तथा लोभस्तस्मादेतत्त्रयं त्यजेत्. Sri Krishna mentions that desire, anger, and greed are the three gates to hell. They destroy peace, wisdom, and happiness. Desire leads to craving, anger arises when desires are blocked, and greed keeps the mind restless. Letting go of all three brings freedom. Solutions according to this verse to overcome greed are as follows. Identify triggers. Notice what situations or desires trigger anger. Awareness is the first step to control. Detach from ego. Anger often comes from hurt pride. Practice humility. Channel energy positively. Turn anger into motivation for self improvement or service. Practice generosity and kindness. It melts the harsh energy of anger and replaces it with compassion. The key insight is letting go of anger closes one of the gates to self destruction, leading to inner peace and clarity. कार्पण्यदोषोपहतस्वभावः पृच्छामि त्वान् धर्मसम्मूढचेताः यच्छ्रेयस्यान्निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे शिष्यस्तेऽहं शाधि मां त्वां प्रपन्नम्. Arjuna is overwhelmed by emotional confusion. He doesn't know what is right or wrong. He admits his weakness and surrenders to Krishna, asking for clear guidance. This is the moment of awakening when confusion turns into humility. Arjuna says, "My mind is confused about my duty. I am your disciple. Please instruct me what is best for me." Solutions to overcome confusion according to this verse are as follows. Accept that confusion is normal. Feeling uncertain doesn't mean failure. It's the first step to clarity. Seek guidance humbly. Like Arjuna, admit when you don't know and approach a trusted mentor, teacher, or inner conscience for help. Surrender the ego. Pride blocks clarity. When you let go of "I know everything," true learning begins. Reflect, don't react. Take time to think deeply before making decisions when your mind feels clouded. Ask for clarity, not control. Pray or meditate for insight, not for things to go your way, but for understanding what's right. The key insight is humility transforms confusion into curiosity and openness, the foundation for real wisdom. व्यामिश्रेणेव वाक्येन बुद्धिं मोहयसीव मे तदेकं वद निश्चित्य येन श्रेयोऽहमाप्नुयाम्. Even after Krishna begins teaching, Arjuna still feels confused. Krishna has spoken of both action and renunciation, and Arjuna doesn't know which path to follow, so he asks for clear, practical instruction. Arjuna says, "Your words seem mixed and unclear. Please tell me one certain path by which I may find the highest good." Solutions to overcome confusion according to this verse are as follows. Clarify your goal. Confusion often comes when we don't know what we truly want. Define what right means for you in that moment: peace, progress, or integrity. Seek simplicity. When too many choices overwhelm you, step back and focus on what aligns with your values and duties. Balance thoughts with action. Thinking too much without acting deepens confusion. Take small, thoughtful steps. Ask focused questions. Don't seek endless advice. Ask for specific direction from trusted sources. Reflect daily. Write down your thoughts or meditate. Clarity grows with reflection. The key insight is confusion fades when you seek clear purpose and act with sincerity. Asking for direction is not weakness, it's wisdom in action. ईश्वरः सर्वभूतानां हृद्देशेऽर्जुन तिष्ठति भ्रामयन् सर्वभूतानि यन्त्रारूढानि मायया. Krishna reveals the deepest truth. The divine or Ishvara dwells in the heart of every being. He is the inner guide, directing all through the illusion of life. When the mind is confused, turning inward connects you to this guiding force. Krishna tells Arjuna, God resides in the heart of every being and guides them through his divine power, like a machine under his control. The solutions to overcome confusion according to this verse are as follows. Trust the inner voice. Beyond mental noise, a calm inner awareness always knows what's right. This is your inner Ishvara guiding you. Practice stillness. Meditation, deep breathing, or prayer quiets the mind so you can hear inner wisdom. Surrender control. You don't have to figure everything out. Trust that life unfolds with purpose. Stay mindful. Watch thoughts, emotions, and impulses without rushing. Clarity arises naturally from awareness. Act with faith. Once you feel an inner sense of rightness, move forward confidently. Even small steps create clarity. The key insight is when you align with your inner guidance, confusion dissolves into calm conviction. अद्वेष्टा सर्वभूतानां मैत्रः करुण एव च निर्ममो निरहङ्कारः समदुःखः सुखक्षमी. Here, Krishna describes the qualities of a true devotee, a person who is free from hatred and jealousy, friendly and compassionate towards all, humble, calm, and forgiving. These qualities are the foundation of peace and natural antidote to envy. Solution to overcome envy according to this shloka are: stop comparing. Envy grows through comparison. Focus on your own path and progress. Cultivate maitri or friendliness. Celebrate others' success genuinely. It transforms jealousy into joy. Practice karuna or compassion. See others' happiness as part of the world's well being, not as your loss. Be humble. Ego feeds envy. Remember that everyone has unique strengths and weaknesses. Develop forgiveness or kshama. Let go of grudges. Forgiving people and circumstances lightens emotional burden. Stay even minded. Ups and downs are temporary. Balance your emotions through awareness. The key insight is compassion and humility dissolve envy naturally. The heart that loves others cannot hate or compare. सन्तुष्टः सततं योगी यतात्मा दृढनिश्चयः मय्यर्पितमनो बुद्धिर्यो मद्भक्तः स मे प्रियः. A person who is always content, self-controlled, firm in faith, and whose mind and intellect are dedicated to the divine, that person is very dear to Krishna. Solutions to overcome envy according to this shloka are: practice contentment or santosha. Envy comes from feeling I don't have enough. Gratitude for what you have turns jealousy into peace. Discipline the mind. When thoughts drift towards comparison, gently bring them back to your goals. Stay determined. Be consistent in your purpose. Envy weakens focus. Confidence in your journey eliminates jealousy. Surrender outcomes. Offer your thoughts and efforts to a higher purpose. When your intention is pure, envy loses control over you. The key insight is a content and devoted heart cannot envy. It finds fulfillment in growth, not in comparison. तानहन्दृशतक्रूरान् संसारेषु नराधमान् क्षिपाम्यज श्रमशुभान् आसुरीष्वेव योनिषु. In this verse, Krishna describes the nature of the cruel, hateful, and envious people, those who are constantly jealous, harsh, and harmful. He teaches that these tendencies lead to mental restlessness and suffering, not strength. Solutions to overcome envy according to this shloka are: recognize envy as self-destructive. Envy harms your peace and progress. It's a fire that burns inward first. Avoid hateful comparison. When jealousy arises, shift your attention to learning from others, not resenting them. Forgive and move on. Don't let others' success make you bitter. Focus on what's within your control. Purify your environment. Surround yourself with positive, non-competitive people. Negativity breeds envy. See consequences clearly. Understanding that jealousy leads to inner asuric or dark energy motivates change. The key insight is envy doesn't punish others. It only changes your own mind. Detachment from negativity restores light and balance. श्रद्धावाननसूयश्च शृणुयादपि यो नरः सोऽपि मुक्तः शुभालोकान् प्राप्नुयात् पुण्यकर्मणाम्. Krishna reveals the power of faith and freedom from envy. Even listening to wisdom with an open and humble heart frees one from negativity and brings good fortune. Solutions to overcome envy according to this shloka are: listen without prejudice. When others share ideas or achieve success, listen with curiosity, not jealousy. Develop faith. Trust that your efforts and timing are guided. You will get what's meant for you. Drop defensiveness. Envy makes you reject good advice. Stay open to learning even from those you envy. Practice gratitude. Each time jealousy arises, list 3 things you are thankful for. Gratitude heals envy. Celebrate others' growth. Applauding others' achievements transforms envy into inspiration. The key insight is a person who listens and learns with faith and humility rises above jealousy. Wisdom enters a peaceful heart. देहिनोऽस्मिन् यथा देहे कौमारं यौवनं जरा तथा देहान्तरप्राप्तिर्धीरस्तत्र न मुह्यति. The soul is eternal. It only changes bodies just like we change life stages. A wise person understands that death is simply a transition, not an end. Solutions for overcoming grief due to death of a loved ones are: see death as a transformation, not destruction. Your loved one hasn't disappeared, they have shifted into another phase of existence. Recognize continuity. Just as we accept childhood and adulthood, the soul also accepts a new body when the old one is complete. Let go of fear and confusion. When you remember the soul's journey is natural like seasons, the heart slowly becomes peaceful. Honor their journey. Instead of only mourning the end, understand they are moving forward spiritually. The key insight is grief softens when you see death as a change, not as a loss. न जायते म्रियते वा कदाचिन् नायं भूत्वा भविता वा न भूयः अजो नित्यः शाश्वतोऽयं पुराणो न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे. The soul is unborn, eternal, ageless and cannot be destroyed. When the body dies, the soul remains untouched. Solutions for overcoming grief due to the death of a loved one are: your loved one's essence still exists. What you truly love, their soul, their presence, their energy, cannot die. Death only ends the body, not the being. Just like electricity continues even after a bulb fuses, the soul exists even after the body stops. Shift focus from body to soul. The physical form is gone, but the conscious, eternal part lives on. Love becomes deeper, not lost. Because the soul is eternal, your connection continues spiritually. The key insight is fear and heartbreak lessen when you realize nothing is ever destroyed. वासांसि जीर्णानि यथा विहाय नवानि गृह्णाति नरोपराणि तथा शरीराणि विहाय जीर्णान्यन्यानि संयाति नवानि देहि. When the body becomes old or unfit, the soul simply leaves it behind and moves to a new one. Solutions for overcoming grief due to the death of a loved one are: see the body as temporary clothing. Your loved one didn't end, they simply changed their outer covering. Understand the purpose. When the body can no longer support the soul's growth, the soul moves on. Release guilt and regret. Just as changing clothes is natural, the soul leaving the body is also natural and necessary. Connect with the soul, not the body. You can still feel their presence, blessings, and love within. The key insight is acceptance grows when you realize they have only changed their garments, not their existence. अव्यक्तोऽयमचिन्त्योऽयम् अविकार्योऽयमुच्यते तस्मादेवं विदित्वैनं नानुशोचितुमर्हसि. The soul is unimaginable, invisible, and unchangeable. Knowing this, one need not grieve for the departure of the body. Solutions for overcoming grief due to the death of a loved one are: accept the mystery. Death is difficult because the soul is invisible, but invisible doesn't mean absent. Trust in what cannot be seen. Just like wind, gravity, or love, the soul is felt, not seen. Stop trying to understand death logically. Some truths are felt with the heart, not understood by the mind. Shift from sorrow to faith. Knowing the soul cannot be harmed brings inner peace. The key insight is grief turns into trust when you accept the invisible nature of the soul. जातस्य हि ध्रुवो मृत्युर्ध्रुवै जन्ममृतस्य च तस्मादपरिहार्येऽर्थे न त्वं शोचितुमर्हसि. Krishna reminds Arjuna of the universal law. Whatever is born must die, and whatever dies will be reborn. This is not said coldly, it is said to reduce fear. Solutions for overcoming grief due to the death of a loved one are: accept the universal law. Every soul goes through birth and death. Your loved one is following the same cosmic rhythm. Remove guilt and helplessness. It was not your fault. Death is a natural transition, not something caused by you. Focus on love, not loss. Instead of asking why did this happen, focus on what beautiful memories did we share. Let grief move, not suppress. Grief is natural, but Krishna reminds us not to let it consume our life. The key insight is acceptance replaces helplessness when you understand death as a natural part of existence. Tasmat त्वमुत्तिष्ठ यशो लभस्य जित्वा शत्रून् भुङ्क्ष्व राज्यं समृद्धम् मय्यैवैते निहताः पूर्वमेव निमित्तामात्रं भव सव्यसाचिन्. Krishna says, Arjuna, stand up and act. The work is already done from my side. You simply become the instrument and you will gain success. Your job is effort. The universe will take care of the result. Solutions to overcome demotivation are: your job is action, not outcome. Most demotivation comes from worrying about results. Krishna says, don't freeze, just take the next step. Trust that the path is supported. When you feel alone or powerless, remember, invisible forces, opportunities, and timing are already arranged. You are not starting from zero. Become an instrument. Shift from will I succeed to let me just do my best and let the universe work through me. Start even if you don't feel ready. Arjuna was trembling, confused, and overwhelmed, but Krishna still told him to rise. Don't wait for perfect motivation. Begin, and motivation will follow. Focus on effort, not perfection. Small steps build momentum. Start with something manageable today. The key insight is the burden of I must do everything alone disappears and inner strength returns. सहजं कर्म कौन्तेय सदोषमपि न त्यजेत् सर्वारम्भ हि दोषेण धूमेनाग्निरिवावृताः. Krishna says, do not abandon your natural work even if it has imperfections. Every action has flaws. Like smoke always covers fire. Solutions to overcome demotivation are: stop waiting for perfect conditions. Every task has problems, obstacles, and imperfections. That's normal. If you wait for everything to be ideal, you will never begin. Don't quit because things get difficult. Even meaningful goals have struggles. Difficulty is part of the path, not a sign to stop. See flaws without losing heart. Just like fire is useful even with smoke, your efforts matter even if not perfect. Own your path. Do what comes naturally to your strengths, your nature, your calling. Working against your nature causes burnout and demotivation. Progress over perfection. Every small improvement is worth celebrating. Motivation grows through consistent practice, not flawless performance. The key insight is you stop giving up early and treat setbacks as normal, not personal failure. यत्र योगेश्वरः कृष्णो यत्र पार्थो धनुर्धरः तत्र श्रीर्विजयो भूतिर्ध्रुवा नीतिर्मतिर्मम. Where there is Krishna, that is wisdom, and Arjuna, the effort, there will always be victory, prosperity, and righteousness. Solutions to overcome demotivation are: combine wisdom with action. Motivation fails when we have only one. Only effort leads to burnout. Only knowledge leads to no progress. Both of them together lead to steady success. Seek guidance and inspiration. When confused, learn from someone wiser, a mentor, book, or inner conscience. Guidance gives direction. Direction produces motivation. Have faith in yourself and a higher force. Believe that if I try sincerely, the universe will support me. Faith reduces fear and increases courage. Work for the right reasons. Effort aligned with values produces enthusiasm. Greed or ego makes the mind tired. Keep divine company in the heart. By remembering Krishna, that is calmness, clarity, and truth, your mind becomes stronger. By acting like Arjuna with discipline and bravery, your actions become powerful. The key insight is motivation becomes stable because it is rooted in purpose, wisdom, and graceful self confidence. क्लैब्यमास्मगमः पार्थ नैतत्त्वयुपपद्यते क्षुद्रं हृदय दौर्बल्यं त्यक्त्वोत्तिष्ठ परन्तप. Krishna tells Arjuna, don't give in to weakness or cowardice. It doesn't suit you. Let go of small-heartedness and rise, O Arjuna. Solutions for overcoming depression are: recognize small-minded self-doubt. Depression often comes from feeling powerless or incapable. Acknowledge that these thoughts are temporary and not your true self. Take small, courageous steps. Even tiny actions towards goals or daily responsibilities can break the cycle of inaction. Rise daily. Physical activity, movement, or simple routines help restore energy and reduce feelings of helplessness. Shift focus outward. Instead of obsessing over inner sadness, engage in helping or connecting with others. Action energizes the mind. मात्रा स्पर्शास्तु कौन्तेय शीतोष्णसुखदुःखदाः आगमापायिनो नित्यास् तान् स्थितिक्षस्व भारत. Krishna says, sensations of pleasure and pain are temporary. Endure them patiently, O Arjuna. Solutions for depression are: accept impermanence. Feelings of sadness, anxiety, or depression are temporary, like waves in the ocean. Practice patience and mindfulness. Observe emotions without getting swept away. Meditation or mindful breathing can help. Avoid overreaction to pain or pleasure. Avoid extremes. Seek balance in daily life. Build resilience. Understanding that difficulties pass naturally reduces the sense of hopelessness. बाह्यस्पर्शेष्वसक्तात्मा विन्दत्यात्मनि यत्सुखं स ब्रह्मयोगयुक्तात्मा सुखमक्षयमश्नुते. Krishna explains, a person attached to external senses seeks happiness outside, but the one united with Brahman or the divine consciousness experiences eternal, imperishable happiness. Solutions for depression are: shift focus inward. Instead of seeking fulfillment in material things or constant distractions, explore inner stillness through meditation, prayer, or self-reflection. Practice self-awareness. Notice thoughts and emotions without identifying fully with them. This reduces depressive rumination. Connect with something larger than yourself. Spiritual practice or aligning with higher values gives a sense of purpose and long-lasting joy. Reduce dependency on external validation. True happiness comes from cultivating inner peace rather than relying on others or circumstances. विद्या विनय संपन्ने ब्राह्मणे गविहस्तिनि शुनि चैव श्वपाके च पंडिताः समदर्शिनः. Krishna says, a wise person sees equality in all beings, whether a learned Brahmin, a cow, an elephant, a dog, or even someone considered lowly. Solutions to overcome discrimination are: see everyone as equal. Wisdom is not just knowledge. It is also the ability to treat all beings with fairness and respect. Practice humility and empathy. Treat others with kindness, regardless of status, species, or background. Challenge prejudices. Notice when your mind labels someone as inferior or superior and consciously counter it. Act inclusively. In your daily life, extend fairness and generosity to all, not just to those you like or admire. Ihaiva tairjitas sargo esham samye sthitam manaha nirdosham hi samam brahma tasmad brahmani te sthitaah. Krishna says, those who have conquered the mind see all creation with equality. They are established in Brahman, seeing all beings as free of fault. Solutions to overcome discrimination are: cultivate mental balance, work on observing people without judgment, see their inner essence rather than external differences, avoid blame and criticism, recognize that everyone has strengths and weaknesses, focus on understanding rather than labeling, practice meditation and self reflection. A balanced mind naturally reduces prejudice and discrimination. See the divine in all. Understanding that everyone is connected spiritually fosters equality and compassion. आत्मौपम्येन सर्वत्र समं पश्यति योऽर्जुन सुखं वा यदि वा दुःखं स योगी परमो मतः. Krishna says, a yogi sees the same self everywhere. Whether someone experiences pleasure or pain, he remains detached and equal-minded. Solutions to overcome discrimination are: practice empathy. Try to feel what others feel. If someone is suffering, recognize that it could be you in their place. Cultivate impartiality. Don't favor someone just because they are pleasant or easy to work with. Balance reactions. Respond to joy and suffering with the same sense of fairness and compassion. See unity in diversity. Everyone is part of the same life force. This awareness reduces discrimination naturally. Samoham sarvabhuteshu na me dveshosti na priyah ye bhajanti tumam bhaktya mai te teshu chapyaham. Krishna says, I am equal to all beings. I have no enemies and no favorites. But those who worship me with devotion are especially dear. Solutions to overcome discrimination are: treat all beings equally. Practice the mindset that no one is inherently your enemy or superior. Avoid favoritism. Decisions, actions, and relationships should not be biased by personal likes or dislikes. Focus on virtue, not external labels. Respect comes from character and action, not caste, wealth, or status. Develop compassion and devotion. Genuine care for others transcends discrimination and fosters equality. वीतरागभयक्रोधा मन्मया मामुपाश्रिताः बहवो ज्ञानतपसा पूता मद्भावमागताः. Krishna says, those who are free from attachment, fear and anger, who are absorbed in me, are purified by knowledge and penance and come to my nature. Solutions to overcome fear are: let go of attachment. Fear often comes from clinging to outcomes, people, or material things. Practice detachment. Control anger. Anger intensifies fear and anxiety. Techniques like deep breathing, meditation, or mindful pauses help. Focus on higher purpose. Align your mind with something meaningful, a goal, duty, or spiritual practice. Fear diminishes when attention shifts outward. Knowledge and self-reflection. Understand that fear is temporary and that your true self is capable and resilient. Sanjaya Uvacha Ityarjunam Vasudevasthathoktva Swakam Rupan Darshayamasa Bhuyah Ashvasayamasa Chabhitamenam Bhutva Punas Saumya Vapur Mahatma. In this verse, Krishna revealed his divine form to Arjuna again, reassuring him, who was afraid, and then returned to his gentle form. Solutions to overcome fear are: seek guidance or reassurance. When fear arises, look for mentors, supportive friends, or spiritual guidance to gain clarity. Visualize strength. Imagining a source of inner or divine power can calm fear and give confidence. Return to calmness after intensity. Even after facing fear or overwhelming situations, consciously return to a gentle, balanced state. Trust in support. Knowing you are not alone, spiritually, socially, or emotionally, reduces fear dramatically. प्रवृत्तिं च निवृत्तिं च कार्याकार्ये भयाभये बन्धं मोक्षं च या वेत्ति बुद्धिः सा पार्थ सात्विकी. Krishna says, the intellect that knows action and inaction, fear and fearlessness, bondage and liberation is sattvic or pure and wise. Solutions to overcome fear are: understand fear and courage. Analyze what you fear and why. Knowledge reduces the unknown, which is often the root of fear. Distinguish action from inaction. Fear often paralyzes us. Decide clearly what you must do and what is unnecessary. Focus on personal growth. Knowing that challenges are opportunities for growth reduces fear. Balance your mind. Sattvic intelligence brings clarity, calmness, and courage, even in uncertain situations. अपि चेदसि पापेभ्यः सर्वेभ्यः पापकृत्तमः सर्वं ज्ञानप्लवेनैव वृजिनं सन्तरिष्यसि. Krishna says, even if you feel like you have committed great sins, the boat of wisdom can carry you over all suffering and wrongdoings. Solutions to deal with feeling sinful are: feeling sinful comes from ignorance, not truth. When you learn, grow, and reflect, knowledge dissolves guilt. Self-awareness and understanding act like a boat that helps you cross emotional pain. Your mistakes don't define you, your willingness to learn does. The key insight is studying, reflecting, understanding your actions, and consciously choosing better paths, you become lighter. यथैधांसि समिद्धोऽग्निर् भस्मसात् कुरुते अर्जुन ज्ञानाग्निः सर्वकर्माणि भस्मसात् कुरुते तथा. Just as a blazing fire reduces wood to ashes, fire of knowledge burns past wrong actions and guilt completely. Solutions to deal with feeling sinful are: mistakes turn to ashes when you awaken spirituality. Knowledge here means real understanding, introspection, awareness, genuine change of heart. Guilt is unnecessary once you have learned and grown. The past cannot bind you anymore because your awareness has transformed you. The key insight is meditating, seeking truth, and letting wisdom clean your emotional burden. ब्रह्मण्याधाय कर्माणि सङ्गं त्यक्त्वा करोति यः लिप्यते न स पापेन पद्मपत्रमिवाम्भसा. A person who performs their duties with sincerity, without selfish attachment, remains untouched by guilt, like a lotus leaf untouched by water. Solutions to deal with feeling sinful are: feeling sinful often comes from overthinking results. When you work with pure intention, without ego, you stop creating guilt. You become emotionally clean when your actions are dedicated to something higher. You can apply these solutions by performing daily tasks with sincerity, responsibility, and purity of heart, and letting go of the burden of I must control everything. अपि चेत् सुदुराचारो भजते मामनन्यभाक् साधुरेव समन्तव्यस् सम्यक् व्यवसितो हि सः. Even if someone has committed wrongs, if they sincerely turn toward Krishna with devotion, they should be considered saintly because their intention has changed. Solutions to deal with feeling sinful are: guilt should not block your spiritual path. A sincere heart is more important than a flawless past. Your mistakes don't define you, your direction does. Devotion rewrites your identity from sinner to seeker. Steps to apply these solutions are: turn sincerely toward goodness, light, and devotion. Forgive yourself, Krishna already has. यो मां जमनादि च वेत्ति लोकमहेश्वरम् असम्मूढः समर्थेषु सर्वपापैः प्रमुच्यते. One who understands Krishna as the eternal, unchanging source of universe becomes free from all sins. Solutions to deal with feeling sinful are: many wrong actions come from confusion about life. When you understand your connection to the divine, the confusion ends. With clarity comes purity. Feeling sinful melts away because you realize your soul is already sacred. Steps to apply these solutions are: reflect on the divine presence inside you. Feel guided, supported, and forgiven. Tatra sattvan nirmalatvat prakashakamanayam sukha sangena bandhati jnana sangena chanagha. Sattva is clear, calm, uplifting, and brings knowledge. It binds gently through happiness and wisdom. Solutions to deal with feeling sinful are to overcome guilt, increase sattva through clean living, positive company, truthfulness, meditation, good food, and habits. When sattva rises, guilt fades naturally. You become mentally clearer, emotionally lighter, and spiritually stronger. Steps to apply these solutions are: spend time in nature, read uplifting texts, eat lightly, meditate, keep honest company. सर्वधर्मान् परित्यज्य मामेकं शरणं व्रज अहं त्वा सर्वपापेभ्यो मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुचः. Krishna says, give up all burdens. Come to me alone. I will free you from all sins. Do not worry. This is the most comforting verse in the Gita. Solutions to deal with feeling sinful are: stop carrying the weight of guilt. Give it to Krishna, or your idea of the divine. Feeling sinful melts when you surrender worry, fear, shame, and regret. Krishna promises total forgiveness and emotional liberation. You are not defined by your past, you are embraced by divine love. Steps to apply these solutions are: pray, trust, and let go. Say, I surrender my guilt, lead me, heal me, and forgive me, and feel your heart lighten. सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टो मत्तस्मृतिर्ज्ञानमपोहनै च वेदैश्च सर्वैरहमेव वेद्यो वेदान्तकृद्वेद विदेव चाहम्. Krishna explains that he dwells in the heart of all beings as the inner witness. From him comes memory, knowledge, and understanding. All the Vedas, the source of spiritual wisdom, ultimately point to him. Solutions for overcoming forgetfulness are: connect with your inner self. Regular meditation and mindfulness practices help us focus, improving memory and attention. Develop concentration. Treat your mind as a field where knowledge and memory grow. Avoid multitasking and distractions. Regular study and reflection. Learning with understanding rather than rote memorization strengthens memory retention. Seek the source of wisdom. Just as the shloka points to Krishna as the source of memory and knowledge, cultivate practices that enhance awareness and clarity. Spiritual reading, mindful breathing, or contemplative reflection. Balance body and mind. Adequate sleep, nutrition, and exercise help brain function and memory. The key takeaway is: memory and understanding are not just mechanical. They arise from a calm, centered, and focused mind. Nurturing your inner awareness strengthens recollection. ईश्वरः सर्वभूतानां हृद्देशेऽर्जुन तिष्ठति भ्रामयन् सर्वभूतानि यन्त्रारूढानि मायया. Krishna explains that he resides in the heart of all beings, controlling their thoughts, actions, and life force, like a machine is guided by its operator. Awareness of this divine presence can guide us toward clarity and focused action. Solutions for overcoming forgetfulness are: acknowledge the guiding presence within. Recognizing that your mind has a guiding source can reduce scattered thinking. Practice mindfulness. Be aware of each thought, as if observing the workings of a precise machine. This helps prevent distraction and forgetfulness. Discipline in thought and action. Organize your daily routines and mental tasks systematically. Repetition with awareness strengthens memory. Surrender and focus. Trusting a higher principle or inner guidance reduces mental clutter caused by worry and indecision. Mental visualization. Visualizing knowledge as flowing from a source within can improve recall and retention. The key takeaway is: awareness of an inner guiding principle allows the mind to function more clearly, reducing forgetfulness and scattered thinking. सत्त्वा संजायते ज्ञानं रजसो लोभ एव च प्रमादमोहौ तमसो भवतो ज्ञानमेव च. Krishna explains that different qualities of nature give rise to different tendencies. Sattva produces knowledge and wisdom. Rajas produces desire and greed. Tamas produces delusion and confusion. Solutions to overcome greed according to this shloka are: increase sattvic qualities, practice honesty, self discipline, generosity, mindfulness to cultivate contentment, reduce rajas driven desires, avoid impulsive craving, excessive attachment to wealth or possessions, pause and reflect before pursuing something, awareness of cause and effect. Recognize that unchecked desire leads to stress, dissatisfaction, and moral compromise. Mindful consumption. Consume only what is necessary: food, possessions, and entertainment, which reduces the grip of greed. The key takeaway is understanding the root of greed in rajas helps you consciously cultivate purity, balance, and contentment. त्रिविधन्नरकस्येदन् द्वारन्नाशनमात्मनः कामक्रोधस्तथा लोभस्तस्मादेतत्त्रयं त्यजेत्. Krishna describes three gateways to misery: desire, anger, and greed. These are the main obstacles to peace, self-control, and spiritual progress. Solutions to overcome greed are: avoid over-attachment, practice letting go of things you don't need. This reduces greed naturally. Practice generosity. Regular charity or sharing wealth and resources reduces selfish cravings. Self-awareness. Notice when greed is influencing decisions and pause to choose wisely. Cultivate contentment. Focus on inner satisfaction and non-material sources of happiness like relationships, learning, and service. The key takeaway is greed is not just a habit, it's a doorway to unhappiness. Awareness, discipline, and generosity close this gateway. तदित्यनभिसन्धाय फलं यज्ञतपः क्रियाः दानक्रियाश्च विविधाः क्रियन्ते मोक्षकाङ्क्षिभिः. Krishna explains that actions like sacrifices, penances, and charity should be performed without attachment to results, especially by those seeking spiritual liberation. Solutions to overcome greed are: act without attachments to rewards, perform good deeds without expecting recognition, wealth, or praise, practice selfless giving, donate time, money, or energy to help others without calculating personal benefit, focus on higher goals. Spiritual growth, knowledge, and inner peace are more valuable than accumulating material wealth. Avoid greed driven actions. Let your actions be guided by values, not craving for results. The key takeaway is greed diminishes when we act selflessly, focus on higher purpose, and detach from material outcomes. नियतं कुरु कर्म त्वं कर्म ज्यायो ह्यकर्मणः शरीरायात्रापि च ते न प्रसिद्धेदकर्मणः. Krishna says, do your prescribed duties. Action is better than inaction. Even your basic life cannot continue without action. Solutions to overcome laziness are: accept that action is essential. Your life, that is health, livelihood, and progress, depends on effort. Laziness steals energy from all of this. Do your daily duties. Start with the basics. Wake up on time, clean your space, study or work, take responsibility. Doing them builds momentum. Break tasks into small steps. Laziness often comes from feeling overwhelmed. Do 10 minutes instead of thinking about the whole task. Routine removes resistance. Make a basic schedule. When duty becomes routine, laziness reduces. The key insight is movement creates motivation. Sitting still creates more laziness. कर्मणैव हि संसिद्धिम् आस्थिता जनकादयः लोकसङ्ग्रहमेवापि सम्प्रश्यन् कर्तुमर्हसि. Krishna says, great kings like Janaka achieved perfection through action. You should work not only for yourself but to set an example for others. Solutions to overcome laziness are: look at inspiring role models. Think of people you admire. They all acted, worked hard, and built discipline. Use responsibility as motivation. You're not living only for yourself. Your actions influence your family, your friends, future generations, your own future self. Let this inspire movement. Think like a leader. When you act diligently, you inspire others. When you are lazy, you lower your own standard. Take pride in your efforts. Put your name on your work. When you see yourself as someone who acts, laziness disappears. The key insight is being active is not just personal benefit, it is your contribution to the world. नात्यश्नतस्तु योगोऽस्ति न चैकान्तमनश्नतः न चातिस्वप्नशीलस्य जाग्रतो नैव चार्जुन. Krishna says, there is no yoga for one who eats too much or too little, or sleeps too much or too little. Solution to overcome laziness are: avoid oversleeping. Sleeping too much increases heaviness, dullness, and laziness. Avoid sleep deprivation. Too little sleep causes tiredness, which feels like laziness. Moderate your eating. Overeating causes lethargy. Undereating leads to weakness. Create a balanced lifestyle. Sleep 7 to 8 hours. Eat on time. Maintain a simple daily routine. Keep the body light. A light body creates a focused mind. A heavy body creates a lazy mind. The key insight is laziness is often physical imbalance, not lack of willpower. यदग्रे चानुबन्धे च सुखं मोहनमात्मनः निद्रालस्य प्रमादोत्थं तत्तामसमुदाहृतम्. Krishna explains, happiness that begins as comfort but ends in confusion, that comes from sleep, laziness and negligence, is tamasic. Solution to overcome laziness are: recognize fake pleasure. Scrolling endlessly, sleeping too much, avoiding work, they feel good at first but cause regret later. Understand the trap. Laziness gives temporary comfort but long-term damage. Low confidence, missed opportunities, stress, guilt, loss of potential. Change the reward system. Choose activities that feel good after doing them, like exercise, studying, cleaning, creating. These build self-respect. Break the tamas cycle. Laziness leads to regret, which leads to more laziness. Replace with small action leading to satisfaction, which will lead to more action. The key insight is tamasic comfort is a trap. Real happiness comes from effort. यो मां पश्यति सर्वत्र सर्वै च मयि पश्यति तस्याहं न प्रणश्यामि स च मे न प्रणश्यति. He who sees me everywhere and sees everything in me never loses me, nor do I lose him. Solutions to overcome loneliness are: feel the divine in every place. Krishna is not in temples alone. He is in nature, in people you meet, in moments of silence, in your breath. Talk to him like a companion. Your loneliness softens when you speak honestly. What should I do? Stay with me. I feel alone. Recognize his presence in your heart. Even in an empty room, you are not actually alone. The divine is sitting quietly beside you. See connection in everything. A bird singing, sunlight entering the window, a child laughing. All are reminders that life is with you. The key insight is loneliness reduces when you feel companioned by the divine presence around and within you. Samoham sarvabhuteshu na me dveshosti na priyaha ye bhajanti tumam bhaktya maite teshu chapyaham. Krishna says, I am equal to all beings. No one is specially loved or hated by me. But those who love me with devotion live in me, and I live in them. Solutions to overcome loneliness are: you are not unworthy or unloved. Krishna says clearly, he treats all equally. There is no favoritism, no rejection. Devotion creates closeness. The more you open your heart, the more you feel held. Loneliness reduces when you spiritually connect. Stop comparing yourself with others. Loneliness grows when you think others have relationships I don't. Krishna reminds you are equally loved. Let him into your emotions. Whenever loneliness appears, say, be with me in this moment. He will. The healing insight is you are never less than anyone. You have a place in the heart of the divine. Bahirantascha bhutanam acharaicharameva cha sukshmatva tatta vigyeyan durasthai chantike chatat. Krishna says, I exist both inside and outside all beings. It is subtle, hard to perceive, far yet very near. Solutions to overcome loneliness are: presence is everywhere. Even if nobody is physically around you, existence itself is holding you. The divine is closer than breath. Krishna is not far away in heaven. He is inside your consciousness. Sit quietly and feel the nearness. Close your eyes, place your hand on your chest. Feel your heartbeat. That subtle presence is Him. Loneliness is a feeling, not reality. Reality is you are deeply connected. The feeling is temporary perception. The healing insight is the divine is subtle. You may not always feel Him, but He is always right here inside you. ज्योतिषामपि तज्ज्योतिस् तमसः परमुच्यते ज्ञानैर्ज्ञेयै ज्ञानगम्यं हृदि सर्वस्य विष्ठितम्. Krishna says, I am the light of all lights, beyond all darkness. I am the knowledge, the knowable, and goal of all knowledge. I reside in the heart of every being. Solutions to overcome loneliness are: you carry a divine light inside you. Even in sadness, emptiness, or darkness, a spark of divine illumination burns within. Loneliness is a temporary cloud, not your identity. Your inner light is stronger than feelings of isolation. Look inward for comfort. Close your eyes and visualize a soft golden light in your chest. This light is Krishna's presence in you. Let the light guide your emotions. When loneliness arises, say, there is light in my heart, I am held. The healing insight is the supreme light resides in your heart, so you are never truly in darkness or alone. ये यथा मां प्रपद्यन्ते तांस्तथैव भजाम्यहम् मम वर्त्मानुवर्तन्ते मनुष्याः पार्थ सर्वशः. Krishna says, however a person approaches me, I respond the same way. People follow my path in every direction. Solution to overcome the feeling of losing hope is: your sincerity matters more than your situation. No matter how broken or weak you feel, if you take one step toward the divine, He takes many steps towards you. You are not judged, you are met where you are. If you come with fear, He gives courage. If you come with sadness, He offers comfort. If you come with confusion, He shows clarity. Hope returns when you remember you are heard. Even small prayers, even silent tears, even confused devotion, Krishna responds. Approach in your own way. There is no right or wrong way. Just be honest and He will meet you. The healing insight is you're not alone. God responds to even the smallest effort from you. अनन्याश्चिन्तयन्तो मां ये जनाः पर्युपासते तेषां नित्याभियुक्तानां योगक्षेमं वहाम्यहम्. Krishna says, for those who love me with single-pointed devotion, I personally carry what they lack and protect what they have. Solution to overcome the feeling of losing hope are: you do not have to fight every battle alone. Krishna literally promises, I will take care of your needs. When your strength is low, He supports you. He fills gaps in courage, confidence, resources, and opportunities. You are not abandoned, you are carried. Even when you feel weak, Krishna lifts the weight. Trust brings guidance. The more you lean on Him, the lighter your life becomes. The healing insight is hope returns when you know that God is actively taking care of your journey. मन्मना भव मद्भक्तो मद्याजी मान्नमस्कुरु मामे वैश्यसि युक्त्वैवम् आत्मानं मत्परायणः. Krishna says, keep your mind on me, be my devotee, worship me, bow to me, then you will surely reach me. Solutions to overcome the feeling of losing hope are: where the mind goes, your life follows. When your mind stays connected to the divine, you naturally rise above hopelessness. Replace negative thoughts with remembrance. Instead of repeating I can't, say Krishna is with me. Routine devotion stabilizes the heart. Daily prayer, mantra, or simple gratitude removes fear and despair. You cannot fall when you hold His hand. The healing insight is hope grows when your mind rests in something higher than your problems. सर्वधर्मान् परित्यज्य मामेकं शरणं व्रज अहं त्वा सर्वपापेभ्यो मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुचः. Krishna says, surrender completely to me. I will free you from all suffering. Do not worry. Solutions to overcome the feeling of losing hope are, this is Krishna's most powerful promise. He is saying, give me your fear. I will handle it. Stop carrying everything alone. Hopelessness comes from feeling overwhelmed. Surrender means, Krishna, I trust you with my life. Let him clean your mistakes and remove your burdens. No matter what you did, you can restart. Do not fear the future. Krishna says, do not fear, do not grieve. The healing insight is, hope returns the moment you stop fighting alone and let Krishna guide you. यत्र योगेश्वरः कृष्णो यत्र पार्थो धनुर्धरः तत्र श्रीर्विजयो भूतिर्ध्रुवा नीतिर्मतिर्मम. Where Krishna is present and where Arjuna stands, there will be prosperity, victory and righteousness. Solutions to overcome the feeling of losing hope are, victory is equal to divine support plus your effort. When you do your small part and Krishna does his part, success is inevitable. You don't need huge strength, only willingness. Arjuna only had to show up. Krishna did the rest. Don't give up because progress is slow. If Krishna is with you, the ending is guaranteed to be good. Your future is safe. Where there is Krishna, there is victory. Where there is your effort, there is progress. Where both meet, destiny becomes bright. The healing insight is, hope returns when you realize that Krishna and you are unstoppable. Kama esha krodha esha rajo guna samudbhavah mahashano mahapapma vidhyena miha vairinam. When lust is born from rajas, it becomes anger. Solution to overcome lust are, lust leads to anger and destruction. When desires are not fulfilled, they turn into frustration, irritation, and anger. This chain reaction is extremely damaging. You can recognize that lust does not give pleasure. It gives temporary excitement followed by long-term disturbances. Lust is Mahashana, the great devourer. It eats your time, peace, focus, willpower, and spiritual strength. Choose activities that uplift, like reading, music, or exercise, instead of draining. Lust leads to poor decisions. Krishna says, lust makes you act against your own values. Pause whenever lust arises. Take 10 slow breaths. Let the impulse pass. It always fades if you do not feed it. See it as an enemy, not part of your identity. Krishna says, know this as your enemy. Mentally, say this. This is not me. This is the enemy trying to weaken me. This detaches you from the impulse. The key insight is, seeing lust as an external enemy makes it easier to defeat. Tasmat tvamindriyaanyadhyau niyamya bharatarshapha papmanam prajahi yenai jnana vijnana nashanam. Krishna says, O Arjuna, control your senses from the very beginning and destroy the desire, which destroys knowledge and wisdom. Solutions to overcome lust are, control must start at the beginning. Once lust grows strong, controlling it is difficult. The real strategy is to stop at its first spark, not after it consumes the mind. Control the senses first, not the mind. Krishna teaches sense control, then mind control, and the desire control. If the eyes, ears, tongue, and touch are disciplined, lust loses power. Lust destroys knowledge and clarity. Lust blurs judgment, intelligence, purpose, and discipline. Remove lust like a poison. Krishna calls lust a corrupting force. Treat it like something harmful, not normal entertainment. The key insight is, you regain mental strength, clarity, and confidence by controlling desires at the root. Evam buddhev param buddhva sanstabhyatmanamatmana jahi shatrum mahabaho kamarupam durasadam. Krishna tells Arjuna, know that which is higher than the intellect, the true self. With the self, control the lower self. Then destroy this powerful enemy in the form of lust. Solutions to overcome lust are, Understand the inner hierarchy. Senses are strong, mind is stronger than senses, intellect or buddhi is stronger than the mind, self or Atman is higher than intellect. Lust wins when senses and mind dominate. Lust loses when buddhi and self take charge. Use buddhi, not willpower. Krishna does not say, fight lust emotionally. He says, understand deeply. Lust is temporary, regret is long lasting. The solution is, when lust arises, ask, will this bring peace or restlessness? What will I feel 1 hour later? Wisdom cools desire faster than force. Control the lower self with the higher self. This means don't suppress lust violently, don't indulge blindly. Instead, observe it calmly, breathe slowly, and let it pass. Lust cannot survive calm awareness. Identify lust as the enemy, not pleasure. Peace weakens intelligence, creates attachment. Attack lust at the thought level. Lust does not start in action, it starts as a thought image. Shift attention immediately. Chant a mantra. Early interruption is easy. Strengthen the higher self daily. You cannot defeat lust only during temptation. You must strengthen yourself before temptation arises. So practice meditation, prayer, physical discipline, clean food, meaningful work, and reducing overstimulation. A strong inner self makes lust weak automatically. ये हि संस्पर्शजा भोगा दुःखयोनय एव ते आद्यान्तवन्तः कौन्तेय न तेषु रमते बुधः. Solutions to overcome lust are: pleasures born from touch bring sorrow. Krishna says bluntly, sensual pleasures begin with excitement but end in emptiness. They have a beginning and an end. Anything temporary cannot give deep fulfillment. The wise do not indulge in them. Krishna says, the wise person does not delight in such pleasures. This is not repression, it is intelligence. The result is, you realize lust gives temporary satisfaction, but long-term regret. त्रिविधं नरकस्येदन् द्वारन्नाशनमात्मनः कामक्रोधस्तथा लोभस्तस्मादेतत्त्रयं त्यजेत्. Lust, anger and greed are the gates to hell. Solutions to overcome lust are: lust itself is a gateway to inner destruction. Hell here means mental torture, guilt, regret, addiction, loss of confidence, and broken relationships. Remove lust like throwing away poison. Krishna says, give it up completely, not gradually. Combine the rejection of lust with rejecting anger and greed. These three feed each other. Break the cycle by stopping the first link, lust. The result will be your self-respect returns, your mind becomes peaceful and steady. तस्मात् प्रणम्य प्रणिधाय कायं प्रसादये त्वामहमीशमीड्यम् पितेव पुत्रस्य सखेव सख्युः प्रियः प्रियायार्हसि देव सोढुम्. Arjuna says, I bow down completely and ask for your grace. Please forgive me, O Lord, as a father forgives a child, as a friend forgives a friend, as a beloved forgives the beloved. This shows how forgiveness is sought and how forgiveness should be given. Solutions to practice forgiveness are: forgiveness begins with humility. Arjuna bows down physically and mentally. Forgiveness cannot happen when ego stands upright. So before forgiving or asking forgiveness, pause and soften your heart. Say inwardly, I don't need to be right, I want peace. Lowering ego opens the door to forgiveness. Take responsibility without self-hatred. Arjuna does not say, I am bad. He says, please forgive me. So when you make mistakes, acknowledge them honestly. Avoid self-condemnation. Avoid excuses. True forgiveness heals. Self-punishment does not. Ask for forgiveness with sincerity, not fear. Arjuna asks for forgiveness out of love, not terror. He trusts Krishna's compassion. So when you apologize, be sincere. Speak from the heart. Don't rush to explain or justify. A simple I'm sorry, I understand is powerful. Learn how to forgive others, like a parent, friend, or lover. Arjuna gives three beautiful models of forgiveness: parent child, friend friend, and beloved beloved. So when someone hurts you, ask, if they were my child, how would I respond? If they were my close friend, would I let this go? This changes anger into compassion. Forgiveness is an act of love, not weakness. Arjuna does not lose dignity by bowing, he gains grace. So, forgiveness does not mean approving wrong actions, it means freeing your heart from resentment. You forgive for your peace, not for their permission. Surrender the pain to the divine. Arjuna says, I seek your grace. He hands over his guilt and fear to Krishna. So, when forgiveness feels difficult, sit quietly, offer the pain to God, say, I surrender this hurt, help me release it. Divine grace makes forgiveness easier. The key insight is forgiveness flows naturally when the heart is humble, loving, and surrendered. Ego demands justice, love offers forgiveness, peace follows forgiveness. अद्वेष्टा सर्वभूतानां मैत्रः करुण एव च निर्ममो निरहङ्कारः समदुःखः सुखक्षमी. A true devotee is without hatred, friendly, compassionate, without possessiveness, without ego, balanced in happiness and sorrow, and forgiving. Solutions for practicing forgiveness are: remove hatred first. Hatred fuels anger, which blocks forgiveness. Think of everyone as human. Everyone is struggling with something. Understanding this brings compassion. Reduce ego. Most grudges come from, how dare they do this to me? Forgiveness comes when you replace ego-based hurt. Equal perspective. Balanced people forgive more easily because they don't overreact to pain. Be forgiving. Forgiveness is a virtue, not an option. The result would be your heart becomes lighter, kinder, and peaceful. Santushtas satatan yogi yatatma dridanischayah mayyarpita mano buddhir yo mad bhaktas same priyah. A beloved devotee of Krishna is always content, disciplined, determined, mentally dedicated to God. Solutions for practicing forgiveness are: content people forgive easily. When you feel emotionally fulfilled, you don't cling to grudges. Discipline the mind. Forgiveness requires mental strength. If the mind is undisciplined, it will revisit old hurts. Dedicate your mind to God. When you remember Krishna, your ego loosens, anger melts, and forgiveness becomes easier. The result would be a disciplined, contented person forgives naturally and moves forward peacefully. अभयं सत्त्वसंशुद्धिर् ज्ञानयोगव्यवस्थितिः दानन्दमश्च यज्ञश्च स्वाध्यायस्तप आर्जवम्. Divine qualities include fearlessness, purity of mind, self-control, truthfulness, and simplicity. Solution for practicing forgiveness are: forgiveness requires a pure mind. When your mind is pure, you can see the event without exaggeration or ego. Forgiveness becomes easy. Fearlessness. People often hold grudges out of fear. Fear they will be hurt again, fear of appearing weak, fear of losing respect. Let go of fear. Forgiveness becomes possible. Self-control. This includes controlling anger, reactive thoughts, or harsh words. Self-control makes forgiveness peaceful, not forced. You forgive from clarity, not from pressure. Ahimsa satyam akrodhas tyagas shantirapayshunam daya bhuteshvalo luptvam mardavam rirachapalam. Divine qualities include non-violence, truthfulness, absence of anger, peace, compassion, and gentleness. Solutions for practicing forgiveness are: forgiveness is non-violence in action. You stop hurting yourself and others through anger. Absence of anger. Anger keeps the wound open. Forgiveness closes it. Do breathing exercises whenever anger rises. Compassion. When you view others with compassion, forgiveness becomes natural. Gentleness. Speak softly, think softly. Harshness blocks forgiveness. Forgiveness becomes gentle, compassionate, and healing. तेजक्षमा धृतिशौचम् अद्रोहो नातिमानिता भवन्ति सम्पदं दैवीं abhijatasya bharata. Divine qualities include inner strength, forgiveness, patience, purity, absence of hatred, and humility. Solutions for practicing forgiveness are: forgiveness is equal to strength. Weak people hold grudges, strong people forgive. Forgiveness shows inner power, not weakness. Kshama, the central quality. Krishna specially includes kshama or forgiveness in the list of Daivi Sampat or divine qualities because forgiveness makes you closer to the divine. Patience. You need patience to process pain, understand the situation, release resentment, rebuild trust if needed. Absence of hatred. Hatred is the opposite of forgiveness. Release it gradually. The result would be forgiveness becomes a spiritual practice, helping you grow into your highest self. दम्भो दर्पोऽभिमानश्च क्रोधः पारुष्यमेव च अज्ञानै चाभिजातस्य पार्थसम्पदमासुरीम्. Hypocrisy, arrogance, ego or pride, anger, cruelty and ignorance. These qualities belong to an asuric or negative nature. Solutions for overcoming pride are: recognize pride as a negative energy. Krishna is clear. Pride is not a strength, it's a spiritual weakness. Seeing this helps you stop glorifying ego. Reflect on how pride causes suffering. Pride leads to broken relationships, arguments, anger, isolation, wrong decisions. Understanding these consequences softens pride. Remove hypocrisy. Be honest about who you truly are. Pretending to be superior increases ego. Practice speak less about accomplishments, act more. Cultivate humility as a daily habit. Just choose to listen more, speak with softness, avoid correcting others unnecessarily. The result would be you gradually shift from ego driven behavior to balanced, respectful conduct. Idamadya maya labdham imam prapse manoratham idamasti idamapi me bhavishyati punardhanam. Krishna is describing self-talk of egoistic people in this verse. Solutions for overcoming pride are: stop I, me, mine thinking. This is the root of ego. It creates entitlement and superiority. Practice saying, "This came by God's grace, others' support, and my effort, not by me alone." Reduce obsession with possessions. Pride grows when we tie our worth to wealth, status, and achievements. Practice gratitude instead of ownership. Drop the arrogance of predictions. Thinking, "I will get everything I want," inflates ego. Practice, "I will do my effort. Results will come by divine flow." The result would be humility will replace the self-centered mindset. असौ मया हतः शत्रुर्हनिष्ये चापरानपि ईश्वरोऽहमहं भोगी सिद्धोऽहं बलवान् सुखी. This shloka means, I have destroyed my enemies, I will destroy more. I am the controller, I am the enjoyer, I am powerful and happy. This is the voice of toxic pride. Solutions for overcoming pride are: recognize bragging and self-glorification. Repeating "I did this, I defeated that" strengthens ego. So whenever you take credit, also acknowledge the help you received, the grace behind your success. Beware of the "I am the controller" illusion. You are not controlling everything. Ego believes it is in charge. Wisdom knows it is not. So, surrender small things, traffic, delays, weather, complications, and see that life still flows. Lust for dominance destroys peace. The desire to win over others creates insecurity inside. So, seek inner victories, not external ones. The result would be your heart becomes gentler and ego loses its grip. आढ्योऽभिजनवानस्मि कोऽन्योऽस्ति सदृशो मया यक्षे दास्यामि मोदिष्य इत्यज्ञानविमोहिताः. This shloka means, I am wealthy, I am of a great family, no one is equal to me. I will show off my success and enjoy. This is blind ego born of ignorance. Solutions for overcoming pride are: understand that wealth and status are temporary. They can be lost anytime. They do not define your worth. So, focus on virtues, not possessions. Stop comparing yourself with others. Superiority complex grows through comparison. So celebrate others' achievements genuinely. Avoid showing off. Showing off strengthens ego and weakens empathy. So practice low-key living and silent achievements. Replace arrogance with gratitude. I am fortunate, not superior. The result would be you become grounded, humble, and respected. मुक्तसङ्गो नहं वादी धृत्युत्साहसमन्वितः सिद्ध्यः सिद्ध्यो निर्विकारः कर्ता सात्विक उच्यते. Krishna says the sattvic person is free from attachment, free from ego talk, patient, enthusiastic, steady, unaffected by success or failure. This is the antidote to pride. Solutions for overcoming pride are: let go of attachment. Attachments to results creates ego. Let go of the I deserve this mindset. Don't speak from ego. Don't talk to show superiority. Speak with humility. So avoid bragging. Avoid saying I know, I am, I did all the time. Be steady. Steady people don't seek attention or validation. Enthusiasm without ego. Be active but not prideful. Remain stable in success or failure. Ego reacts strongly to both. Wisdom stays calm. So when praised, stay humble. When criticized, stay steady. The result would be your actions will become pure, ego-free and graceful. Macchitta sarva durgani matrasadat tarishyasi atha chetvam ahankaran na shroyasi vinangshyasi. Krishna says, keep your mind on me and you will cross all difficulties by my grace. But if you act out of ego, you will perish. Solutions for overcoming pride are: let go of ego-based decisions. Ego-based choices always lead to suffering. Before taking big decisions, ask, is this my ego speaking or my wisdom? Humility connects you to divine support. When you surrender pride, Krishna's strength flows into you. Pride isolates, humility protects. A prideful mind refuses guidance and collapses under pressure. So be open to advice, ask for help when needed. नास्ति बुद्धिरयुक्तस्य न चायुक्तस्य भावना न चाभावयतः शान्तिर् अशान्तस्य कुतः सुखम्. Krishna says, for a person without self-control, there is no clarity. Without clarity, there is no meditation or inner focus. And without inner focus, there is no peace. And without peace, how can there be happiness? Solutions for seeking peace are: control of mind is equal to control of peace. Peace doesn't come from outside. It comes from a steady, disciplined mind. Practice one quiet breathing session daily. Reduce overstimulation to social media or noise. Keep your thoughts simple. Peace requires consistency. You can't be peaceful one day and chaotic the next. Create small routines. Set time for sleep. Set time for study or work. Set time for prayer or quietness. Peace disappears when mind is scattered. If the mind keeps jumping between desires, fears, and distractions, peace cannot stay. So practice single tasking, not multitasking. The result would be a calm, collected mind which will naturally experience peace. Vihaya kamanyas sarvan pumascharati nisprihaha nirmamo nirahankaras sashantimadhigacchati. Krishna says, a person who gives up unnecessary desires, lives without constant craving, is free from possessiveness and ego. That person attains peace. Solution for seeking peace are: reduce craving. Not everything you desire is needed. Extra desires create extra pressure. So ask yourself, do I really need this? Reduce possessiveness. Peace comes when you stop saying, this is mine, this must be mine, only mine. So share more, hold things lightly. Reduce ego. A humble heart is a peaceful heart. So don't take everything personally. Let go of the urge to always be right. When the mind becomes light, peace enters naturally. Shraddhavan labhate jnanan tatparas sanyatendriyah jnanan labdhva param shantim achirenadhigacchati. Krishna says, a person with faith, focus and controlled senses gains knowledge. With this knowledge, they attain supreme peace. Solutions for seeking peace are: have faith in something higher. Doubt creates restlessness. Faith creates peace. So trust that things will work out. Trust the divine plan. Control your senses. Overeating, oversleeping, overwatching, overscrolling, all these things disturb the mind. So practice moderation in food, screen time, and sleep. Seek the right knowledge. Peace grows when you understand life, not when you escape it. Practice reading 1 or 2 verses of Gita or spiritual text daily. The result would be knowledge and discipline will lead to deep peace. भोक्तारं यज्ञतपसां सर्वलोकमहेश्वरं सुहृदं सर्वभूतानां ज्ञात्वा मां शान्तिमृच्छति. Krishna says, a person attains peace by knowing that God is the enjoyer of all actions. God is the supreme controller. God is the true friend of every being. Solutions for seeking peace are: give up the need to control everything. You don't have to manage every detail of life. God is in charge. Say to yourself, I do my best, God handles the rest. See God as your friend. You are not alone in your struggles. Peace comes from companionship with the divine. Practice talking to Krishna in your mind whenever you feel anxious. Let go of the burden of outcomes. You act, God gives results. This removes stress. The result would be trusting dissolves anxiety and brings peace. Vedeshu yajneshu tapassu chaiva daneshu yat punyaphalam pratishtam atyeti tatsarvamidam viditva yogi param sthanamupayati chadyam. Krishna says, the yogi who understands the highest truth surpasses the results of rituals, study, austerity, and charity, and reaches supreme peace. Solution for seeking peace are: spiritual understanding gives deeper peace than rituals. Peace isn't from actions alone, it's from realizing your true nature. Learn why you are here, what your soul is, and what life means. Go beyond mechanical worship. Real peace comes when wisdom enters the heart, not just through rituals. Meditate for even 2 minutes after prayer. Spiritual vision removes fear. When you understand that life is bigger than problems, the heart relaxes. The result would be your peace becomes deep, stable, and long-lasting. यततो ह्यापि कौन्तेय पुरुषस्य विपश्चितः इन्द्रियाणि प्रमाथीनि haranti prasabham manaha. Krishna says, even a wise, disciplined person can be forcefully pulled away by wild senses. The senses are powerful and can overwhelm the mind. Solutions to overcome temptations are: understand the nature of senses. Krishna calls the senses pramathini, wild, turbulent, and demanding. Temptation is normal, not shameful. Your senses are designed to pull you. Recognizing this removes guilt and increases awareness. Don't trust your impulses. If you wait even 30 seconds before acting on a temptation, its intensity drops. Whenever temptation comes, pause, breathe. Don't instantly follow the urge. This interrupts the automatic chain. Keep distance from triggers. If even wise people get pulled, the solution is to avoid triggers, not fight them head on. If phone distracts, keep it in another room. If unhealthy food tempts, don't store it. If certain apps tempt, uninstall permanently. If late night temptation rises, sleep early. The result would be temptation loses power when you don't give the senses opportunities to attack. Tani sarvani samyamya yukta asita matparaha vashehi yasyendriyani tasya pragya pratisthita. Krishna says, control the senses by disciplined practice and staying devoted to me. One whose senses are under control has steady wisdom. Solutions to overcome temptations are: control grows through practice. You can't control temptation instantly, but daily effort builds mastery. Practice 5 minutes meditation, 10 minutes spiritual reading, simple morning routine. Tiny disciplines strengthens mental muscles. Replace temptation with higher focus. Krishna says, make me your focus. When the mind is filled with something higher, something meaningful, temptations weaken automatically. Practice keeping Krishna's name in mind, listening to devotional music, repeating a mantra during temptation, thinking, is this aligned with who I want to be? Keep the senses in your control, not the other way. If your senses command you, you are trapped. If you command your senses, you are free. Practice setting rules like no phone till 9 am, no sugar after dinner, no binge watching on weekdays. The result would be when the mind is focused and disciplined, temptation fades. आपूर्यमाणमचलप्रतिष्ठं समुद्रमापः प्रविशन्ति यद्वत् तद्वत्तकामायं प्रविशन्ति सर्वे स शान्तिमाप्नोति न कामकामी. Krishna says, just as the ocean remains steady even though rivers constantly enter it, a person who stays stable despite desires finds peace. One who constantly chases desires never finds peace. Solutions to overcome temptations are: become stable like the ocean. Temptation will come many times a day, but you don't have to react every time. Mentally say this: I see the desire, but I will remain steady. Even noticing the desire reduces its power. Increase mental capacity. A small puddle overflows with a few drops. An ocean stays calm. Increase your capacity by meditation, breath work, journaling, gratitude, slowing down. These things make your inner space larger. Accept that desires will appear. Resisting desire harshly can backfire. Accepting it calmly reduces its strength. Tell yourself, this is only a feeling. It too shall pass. Don't be a kamakami, one who chases cravings. If you keep running after cravings, you remain miserable. Practice long-term peace over short-term pleasure. Result would be desires may enter, but they don't shake your inner stability. Daivi hyesha gunamayi mama maya duratyaya mameva ye prapadyante maya metantaranti te. Krishna says, my divine Maya, made of the gunas, is very difficult to overcome. Only those who surrender to me can cross beyond it. Solutions to overcome temptations. Understand, temptation is part of Maya. Maya creates illusions like, just one more time. You can't resist this. You deserve this. Knowing this makes you alert. You cannot defeat temptation only with willpower. Even strong-willed people fail when Maya traps them. The real solution is divine help with self-effort. Surrender reduces inner conflict. When you say, Krishna, help me resist this, something inside becomes stronger. Whenever temptation arises, chant Om Shri Krishnaya Namaha or Hare Krishna or simply Krishna. This breaks the mental pattern instantly. Devotion replaces temptation. When love for God grows, the attraction towards lower things reduces. Daily practice 5 minutes chanting, 1 shloka recitation, listening to bhajans. Temptations slowly lose power. The result would be, with Krishna's strength, you rise above Maya's traps. Uddheradatmanatmanan natmanamavasadayet atmaiva yatmano bandhur atmaiva ripuratmanaha. Krishna says, lift yourself by your own mind. Do not degrade yourself. The mind can be your best friend or your worst enemy. Solutions for an uncontrolled mind are: stop blaming others. Take responsibility. Your peace or restlessness does not come from people, it comes from your own mind. Tell yourself, I will take charge of my mind today. Self-talk determines your mental state. If you speak negatively to yourself, your mind becomes your enemy. If you speak kindly, your mind becomes your friend. Practice healthy self-talk. I can handle this. I don't need to panic. I am improving every day. Avoid activities that degrade the mind. Overthinking, negativity, addictive habits endless scrolling. These lower your mental strength. Replace them with reading, meditation, walking, mindful music. The result would be your mind becomes an ally, not a burden.
बन्धुरात्मात्मनस्तस्य येनात्मैवात्मना जितः अनात्मनस्तु शत्रुत्वे वर्तेतात्मैव शत्रुवत्.
Krishna says, for one who has controlled the mind becomes his friend. But for one who has not, the mind behaves like an enemy. Solutions for an uncontrolled mind are: understand the mind's two modes: friend mode, which supports peace, clarity, and discipline; the enemy mode, which creates anxiety, temptation, and emotional storms. Your daily actions decide the mode. Build small wins daily. Each small act of discipline strengthens friend mode. For example, waking up on time, finishing one task, saying no to distractions, eating healthy, limiting social media. These victories slowly tame the mind. Distance yourself from enemy mode thoughts. When the mind says you're not good enough, you will fail, you need this temptation, recognize it as the enemy mode speaking. Mentally reply, this is not me, this is my mind in enemy mode. The result will be you slowly overpower the mind's resistance.
यतो यतो निश्चरते मनश्चञ्चलमस्थिरं ततस्तत्तो नियम्यैतत् आत्मन्येव वशं नयेत्.
Krishna says, wherever the restless mind wanders, bring it back under control and fix it on your higher self. Solutions for an uncontrolled mind are: expect the mind to wander. Krishna says, Chanchalam, the mind will run around. This is normal. Don't feel guilty. Instead of frustration, practice redirection. Use gentle redirection. Whenever the mind goes into past trauma, future worry, negative imagination, useless distractions, bring it back gently, not forcefully. Say, come back, focus here. Anchor the mind on something stable. Choose one anchor: your breath, a mantra, a shloka, God's name, a goal, or your work. This anchor becomes a home point for the mind. The result will be repeated redirection makes the mind calm and obedient.
असंशयं महाबाहो मनो दुर्निग्रहञ्चलम् अभ्यासेन तु कौन्तेय वैराग्येण च गृह्यते.
Krishna says, the mind is surely difficult to control. It is restless and unstable. But by abhyasa, that is practice, and vairagya, which is detachment, it can be controlled. Solutions for an uncontrolled mind are: accept reality. Mind control is difficult. Krishna agrees with you. You are not weak. The mind is naturally wild. This acceptance removes frustration. Abhyasa or practice. Build daily mental habits. The mind becomes controlled through repetition, not force. Daily practices like 5 to 10 minutes meditation, writing a journal, daily Gita reading, staying organized, doing one task without distraction. Regularity leads to mastery. Vairagya or detachment. Reduce unnecessary inputs. Your mind is overwhelmed because you are overstimulated. Reduce phone time, junk content, gossip, unnecessary drama, loud environments. Detachment reduces mental chaos. Practice with detachment leads to controlled mind. One without the other does not work. Practice calms the mind, detachment keeps it calm. Together, they tame even the most overthinking mind. The result will be a mind once restless becomes calm, stable, and powerful.